Hello, Game Boys and Game Girls. I'm the GameBoyGuru, and welcome to another live stream. And it's going to be more Galactic Attack tonight, the Sega Saturn version of RayForce. And yes, this is my original copy from the late 90s when I picked it up. The disc is actually in here because I'm running it on the Satiator ODE, but yes, I do have the physical copy that I've had for over 25 years. Anyway, let's dive in. The thing I was going to try tonight is on my Mayflash stick. What I forgot to try the other night was I compared the auto fire on this stick to the built-in auto fire, and I didn't see any difference. However, this stick has a switch to two different turbo settings. I did not verify whether or not the second turbo setting would either be any faster or if it would activate on a different frame to, make it a little bit more robust. So I'm going to try that tonight. Let's go into options. We're going to go rapid off. And then I will turn on turbo for that. Well, could be promising. It's still not going to be as fast as the M2 port, but I guess we'll see how that works. Of course, when you're forward, it's going to be always a little bit more always a little bit more effective, but at least initially, this seems like it might be a little bit better. Oh, I missed it. Shoot. I took too long to clean that up. Oh. Didn't quite get that one clean. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is better. This is better. This is definitely better. Okay. This gets me closer to that 30 hertz auto fire that I was getting from the M2 port. So it must be, I think I'm right. It must be doing it on another frame or what have you. Oh, okay, gotcha. You're at work. That's why you couldn't hear me. I'm like, I got my mic on. Well, That's a poor start. Dank Hill, welcome in. Been a while. Yes, this game is good, but man, is it difficult. Stop playing shmups for some reason, getting back into them. Almost 1cc'd Batsugan special. Nice! Yeah, good luck with that. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, that's a whole lot closer to what I was become used to on the M2 port with the turbo at this setting. Salamander 3? Probably. Yeah, it's a good game. I 1cc'd it very quickly after the collection came out. Just took me a handful of tries. Now, second loop on the other hand. Whoa! Wes, thank you so much for the raid. How's everybody doing? Welcome to watching me suck at RayForce. Actually, Galactic Attack, since this is the Saturn version. Working on a couple shmups. Gradius 1, Bats again, Garega and Batrider. Wow. Those are tough. Good luck with those. I haven't got either of those yet, but I've cleared Gradius. And I've cleared well, of course I already mentioned clearing Salamander 3, but yeah. Hey, what were you playing, Wes? Yeah, I took a couple of stupid deaths early on. Welcome in, Kiyomaru Games. But that was literally my first run after starting my stream, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. Battle Traverse, nice. That's a game I need to give some time to. I bought it, but I haven't really messed around with it much. Ikaruga, okay. Solid. Much better than last time. Oops. Well, that didn't quite go to plan. I was going to try and do a little bit more destruction on that. Yeah, this turbo setting 2 on the Mayflash is best for this game. At least for this version. All right, I'm not at full power, but I'm doing all right here. Oh, I missed him. Fudge! Why do I always let that kill me? Stage 2, the destroyer of at least one extend. Yes. Yeah, stage 2 is kind of a pain. At least on this version, the extends are a little bit more generous, but what I don't know is whether there are more extends here, or if it's the same 2 extends, but you just get them faster. Holy cow. What the heck, man? Why do I suck? Why must I suck? There's no reason I should be taking 2 deaths during this stage. Just ridiculous. It's not that hard. It's hard, but it's not that hard. Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. Oh, this game just breaks me. It's so good, and yet it's so difficult. Heading home. Cool. Excuse me. Okay, well, once again, that didn't quite go to plan. But it worked out okay. Decent score on stage 1. Son of a biscuit. Man. There's just no good reason for me to be dying like this. Frustrating. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I must just keep missing. What? Dude, what is going on here? What is going on here? Why am I failing so hard? Holy crap! It's just ridiculous. There's no reason for me to be this bad. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Dumb. I did better the other night when I played. What was that? I did not see what hit me. I just have to face the facts that I'm terrible at this game and just roll with it. Man, I thought I was half decent. Nope, not even remotely. One only use physical media. Don't be so hard on yourself. Yeah, but the thing is, I am my own harshest critic, and that's the way I always have been. So, some of it is just, that's how I roll, you know? But some of it, too, is, you know, I've been playing shmups for many, many years, and I've been podcasting about them since 2018. You would think that I would be more adaptable than it seems like I am right now. But for whatever reason, this game, even though I've owned it forever, is just bodying me, and I can't figure out why. I mean, I put a ton of time into this game when I first bought it on the Saturn. Of course, that's been, 25 years ago, but still, I thought I was better at this game than I am, and it's frustrating. Anyway, welcome in. Oh, nice. Woo! Okay. Yeah, the Saturn was robbed in America. For sure. Man, that was a lengthy phase. It was anything but a failure in my house growing up. Nice. See, that's cool to hear. You know, it's just like Sega Master System kids, you know? They loved it and it was just what they had. And that was cool. Okay. Oh, that was a dumb idea. What was your favorite Saturn game growing up? I'm curious. Or maybe a couple of favorites. Because I didn't even know about the Saturn until 98 or 99. And, you know, I basically bought it used for cheap when it was already commercially dead here in the US.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over. Roger.
Panzer Dragoon Saga, man. Holy Grail there for a lot of people. Guardian Heroes, yep. I have not messed with that one. But I have always heard great things. Saga was just because of the effort? Yeah. That makes sense. I really liked the original Panzer Dragoon after I bought it. And of course, when we covered it for the podcast and I streamed it a bunch, I did end up getting the 1cc on the Saturn version and the remake, which was very good. The Saturn version was no joke to clear. $150. Wow. Oh man, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yeah, I played a bunch of that at the Crap! I'm being too fancy. I'm trying too hard. Trying too hard to score, and I'm not doing myself any favors. Oh yeah, I mean, that game is ridiculous now. That was stupid! Man, that was stupid and a half. Oh, well, see, and I'm kind of not cheating, but I'm doing a different method. I've got it's a Mayflash F500 stick, and then I've got a Brook Wingman SD adapter, and that's plugged into the Saturn, and then this is plugged in, you know, USB to the adapter. So that's how I'm playing like this. Son of a biscuit. I just suck so bad. No, layer section is the Japanese name. This is Galactic Attack. I can get it without the glare. Yeah, I have the Saturn version too, because I found a copy of it at a random game store while I was traveling for business for like $3. Which I love finding those kinds of deals. I found that and Macross Do You Remember Love? There was one other game I found at that store a different time I traveled there for business. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. But, yeah. Well, this game has 4 names because it was RayForce in the arcade in Japan, then it was Gunlock in the Western market on the arcade, then Galactic Attack on the Saturn, and then Layer Section on the Saturn in Japan. You like this better than the sequel? Yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth between this and Raystorm. It'll be interesting to see after I play Raystorm next month where I land, because I've always gone back and forth over the years. I did that with Darius Gaiden and G Darius as well, as to which was my favorite. After playing both for the podcast, I finally settled on Darius Gaiden as the favorite, but, you know, not by a wide margin. Enough to matter, though. So we'll see where I land with these two. Dude, what am I even doing? I have like no rhythm with this at all. I know what I need to do, I just can't execute properly. I can only assume that the Galactic Attack name was because someone at Acclaim either didn't want to pay for the Gunlock name or the licensing didn't account for that somehow. Which, I don't know. It's weird. Oh, that time's out. Well, I got to be faster with that. Okay, good to know. Excuse me. Keep all the original names. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why RayForce was not available when they brought it over to America. Unless it was one of those things where RayForce, what's that? And some genius at Taito or whoever, you know. Okay, why? I don't get it, man. Why do I just suck so bad at this? Man, so frustrating. Oh my word! I am just so butt at this game. I cannot think of any good reason why I am playing so awfully tonight. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. Oh, you had a Game Gear, nice. I knew a kid from camp who had a Game Gear as a kid, and man, when I got to play Sonic the Hedgehog on that blew my mind. Because I always wanted an Atari Lynx, and then later a Game Gear. But you could never find Lynx stuff in my area. I only ever saw it in catalogs. And, you know, by the time the Game Gear was out, I had a Genesis, and it wasn't necessarily, you know, something I was going to spend money on. Yeah, it's just like I wanted a TurboGrafx, and my dad said, "Can you buy games in the area for it?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, then you're not getting it." So that ended my TurboGrafx dream pretty quickly. Funko Land. Wow, you live in an area with a Funko Land. I had to buy Funko Land stuff through the catalog. Yeah, oh yeah, it's a whole different scene now. Yeah, there's only one mom and pop game shop in my area now. And of course I live in a small town, so it's an hour drive from me, but you know, there used to be like 2 locations at any given time, and yeah, the one location that's left, they focus way more on board and card games, and video games is very, very secondary. So I don't get much action there unless I stumble upon something cool. How are the runs going? The runs suck. I'm playing even worse tonight than I was on Monday. SM Liquid, welcome. Yeah, it's not going well. I did find that the number 2 turbo setting on my Mayflash is better because I can I get a little bit closer to that 30 hertz, but it's still... But... I don't know why I'm playing so aggressively bad, but... Yeah, still on the Saturn. I figured I would stay with that for now and then see where the run takes me. That was a very bad idea. I really wanted to get all the way powered up, and I should have just been happy with where I was at. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm just playing like crap tonight. I did manage to get to stage 5 on one run, but man, it's just not good.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over. Roger.
I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know what happened there. I hit the button, but it didn't go. It was weird. That was a little weaker than it should have been. All right, that was decent. Not a great score, but okay. I didn't die. Okay, that was better. And I got my extend. I don't think we know yet what the... what the max is on that. Because I haven't managed to reach 150 mil yet. All right, I'm at full shot power, which is good. That means that this first couple phases should go down faster. Yeah, like that. Yeah, no death stage 2. I shoot things. 1 mil and 2 mil for the arcade version, yes. This is the Saturn version. It works on a slightly lower difficulty level. There we go. Okay. With full power, those laser arms should be less of a problem because I can take them out a little bit faster. Son of a biscuit. You butthole. That frickin' boss. let's get through this without incident. You suck! You suck! Why can't I do that consistently? That was stupid. Oh yeah, the stage 5 boss fight is just ridiculous. It's unnecessarily mean. Okay, must only be the 2 extends. That, or there's a 3rd extend later, but it's a higher score. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably 2 is it. Most likely. Well, I think that's the new PB anyway, at least on the Saturn version. Oh, it's because I guess I'm GGD now. Yeah, that boss is awful. There are some nasty boss fights in Ray Crisis. But aside from the TLB, I don't know that any of them are that mean. Even though some of them are pretty sucktastic. Nope. No stupid deaths in stage 1. Running into dumb crap.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over. Roger.
You milk the final boss. If you don't milk the final boss, basically kill him, speed kill him like the stage 4. Yeah, sort of. I mean, I don't know if it's quite that fast. Whoops. I messed that up. Oh well. Yeah, the safe spot's in the corner during the spread laser phase. Yep. I'm aware. Thought I was going to get that. Yeah. Dude, are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now? What kind of bullcrap is this? Unfreaking acceptable, man. Just ridiculous. Unacceptable. I just wish I didn't suck so bad. I'm just so terrible at this game. I need to get a reasonably clean run going is really what it is. I just need one decent run. Just one. Okay. That was a solid fight. I got my extend. I didn't die. That probably should have been worse than it turned out. Yo. Okay, well, I was trying to get a little too fancy there. But that was my own fault. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. It is curious that you don't get the power-ups there. That is always nerve-wracking. I lasted longer. I lasted longer. My strat worked, and I was able to get through the bullet spreads with the strat that I had workshopped. So that's something. I'm still stuck here, but it's something. It's a breadcrumb. I'll take it. I just need to get to that boss with more than one life. I don't know why that's so impossible. Laser, laser. Ah, biff that. That was bad. Oh, man. Oh, I was trying way too hard to be fancy. I just need to focus on survival here. Because I'm not I'm not cut out for scoring in this game. Dude. How am I losing 2 lives already? Yeah, I just need to not focus on scoring at all. Especially since this version gives you 2 extends early. I just need to focus purely on survival. Because I'm trying to do too much, and it's throwing me off. If I want to have any kind of hope of a clear, or even progressing any further, I just need to focus purely on survival. I would focus more on scoring because this is supposedly the easier version, but I'm not having an easier time, so since I get the extends anyway by playing okay, I'm just gonna play okay. And see if I can, I don't know, do something.
This is the control tower. Make a left turn. Over. Roger.
I don't understand what that was all about. Honestly, I'm not even scoring that much worse. Which is kind of silly. Boy, this ring finger's getting a workout tonight. That was kind of reckless. Holy crap. That was ridiculous. Wow, okay. I actually got the speed kill this time. Wow, I don't know how I survived that. Ah, frickin' A. All right. Well, this is going to be a slaughter in this next area because I don't know this very well. I made some save states here, but man, I just don't know this area well enough to really... Ah! Okay. It was not a PB, but it was the farthest I've been. Maybe on the arcade version, I need to score stage 1 and kind of score stage 2, and then basically give up on scoring and just play as absolutely aggressively as I possibly can. Maybe that is something that'll help me. Do a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe. Just maybe. Just maybe. My wrist is getting tired. was going to say, Tan, I was going to ask you, are you optimizing for score, or are you just trying to get the survival clear first? What's your goal? I assume you're scoring because that's your thing, but I'm curious. Why did I do that? Huh. Okay. I think the prevailing thought was there's no rank in this version, but I don't think that's the case. I think there is rank, it's just less aggressive than in the on the default arcade difficulty mode. Okay, you can still get the quick kill on that, especially powered up full. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi, Peaches. Hey, Goober. Ah, I messed up the timing. Ah! Dude! That is so hairy. Oh, yeah, new PB. How about that? Oh, really? I didn't clear that out enough, huh? Hey, D Tungsten. Here for the moral support. That is always nasty. Oh! Will this be the end of Deep Layer? Oh, man. Okay. I gotta grab a snapshot of that. See, and I don't know that that's my PB. What did I get? Okay, now I gotta look in Discord and see. I don't remember what my best was for the arcade version previously. I gotta look, because now I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I've never made 2 million. Huh. So, of course, it's fitting that I get my PB on the Saturn version. But I feel like with similar strats on the arcade version, I could do that. So I'm gonna have to give that a try. Yeah. Oh man. My wrist is not happy with me. I'm gonna go out on a PB because my wrist is hurting and so that's about all I'm gonna be able to do. But I feel all right about that. Let's see here. Ooh, Neo Antoine is playing some Futari. What is Niviv playing? And Niviv is playing some Mushi. Huh. Okay, well, either Mushi or Futari. I leave it up to chat. What does everybody want to see? Mushi or Mushi Futari? And that's who will raid. Mushi sucks. Futari only. Really? Interesting. We're going to have that conversation at some point. As to why. I have a feeling I know, but I'm curious to get the full skinny. Okay. Stage 3. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the battleship bug is such a cool set piece. But stage 3 is why I kind of did not did not progress in Mushi. Part of it was my own fault, though. Well, it was totally my own fault, but I had a self-imposed goal of trying to no-miss stage 3, and it killed my ability to do it because I could not no-miss that stage. And that was enough to prevent me from, getting the clear in 1.0. So anyway, I need to go back to it and get the clear, but yeah, it was difficult. Okay, well, we will just raid Neo Antoine for some Futari. Yeah, I should be back again tomorrow and Friday. I wasn't sure about Friday, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to record our Ray Crisis episode yet. And so hopefully I'll be able to do this. I need to decide before tomorrow night's stream if I want to attempt to to go back to arcade and build on what I've just done. I think that's probably what I'm going to do, but I'll decide before the stream tomorrow night if I'm going to stay with the Saturn version or go back to arcade and try to build. So anyway, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing, and game on.